welcome to Your Health, where we explore the latest in health across the country. I'm Erica Cardenas. Nutrition Month is upon us, so we're here at the Giving Tree Cafe to talk about the benefits of eating plant-based. But before we serve up the details, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. A community coming together to prevent substance abuse and getting your body in balance to improve your health, plus a delicious smoothie recipe to boost your immunity. All that and more coming up on Your Health. We're here at the Giving Tree Cafe to talk about the benefits of a plant-based lifestyle, and joining us now is owner and chef David Ward to tell us more. Thanks so much for being with us, David.
Thank you, Erica, for having me. This is a pleasure.
First off, tell us about the Giving Tree Cafe.
I will tell you, this is my 25th restaurant. They haven't all been as health-oriented as this one, but I've been cooking a long time. I've been a chef for 50 years. I've also been plant-based for 50 years. So this is my lifestyle. This isn't a fad for me. This is how I live. And it was my daughter, my youngest daughter, 15 years ago, said, "Dad, you've always wanted to be the change you want to see," because I was kind of lamenting that we couldn't find a healthy restaurant to eat in. And so we opened a restaurant similar to this in Sedona, Arizona 15 years ago.
So David, what type of foods can you find here on the menu?
It's diverse. It's a wide variety. Like I said, I've been cooking a long time, so I've learned how to do a lot of traditional dishes, just plant-based, and it actually is relatively easy to veganize a dish. It's not that difficult. We've got burgers and other sandwiches. We've got crunch wraps, and I've got 5 different flavors of the crunch wrap on the menu, and they're by far the most popular items that we do. We have pancakes, we've got different stews and options. So we've got food that to us is comfort food, and it's delicious. It's just plant-based.
So what are customers saying about the food, particularly non-vegans?
Well, it's interesting. We do get quite a mix here, and oftentimes they'll sit down and get our enchilada or get the tacos and say, "Wow, if I could eat like this every day, it would be easy for me to be vegan." And our food is extremely flavorful. Here, people don't feel like they're deprived at all, and there are ways that we prepare the food to make sure that that never happens.
You personally believe in plant-based eating, a plant-based lifestyle. Why is that?
Well, for starters, I'm an example of it. I have actually more energy than anyone I know, and that's one of the things that people talk to me a lot about when they switch to plant-based, how much extra energy that they have. If our body's not using its energy to digest heavy foods or foods that are difficult to digest, it's got more energy to do the things that it's meant to do, which is to heal us and keep us activated and animated.
So David, share with us more about what are some of those other health benefits to eating plant-based?
The Blue Zone books are out, and obviously most of those people are eating mostly plant-based diets. They're not 100%, but that's one of the common denominators. There's also the brain-gut connection, and how our gut is very intimately connected with our brain. And so if there is a lot of nutrient-dense plants with fiber in your gut, you're going to have more of a healthier mood. You're going to have less depression, less anxiety, less stress, and that's proven. In addition to that, that plant-based meal is also going to help with some of the chronic diseases that we're suffering from. It's going to help with lessening the stress of diabetes or heart diseases or even Alzheimer's, etc. So if you think about a world that has little or no heart disease and other stressful degenerative diseases, obviously that's going to not only promote good health, but actually make us feel better.
Any final tips or advice for Nutrition Month that you can leave us with on eating better?
Let's face it, we've all got jobs, we're bringing our kids to school, we're taking them to soccer practice, we've got a lot of things going on. Get most of your nutrition first thing in the morning. Make yourself a big smoothie, and make sure it's loaded with plenty of nutrient-dense foods, some blueberries or other berries. Make sure that it's got some chlorella or some spirulina in it, or make sure you get plenty of nutritional supplementation and lots of green vegetables in its smoothie. And if you do that, you've kind of gotten like 80% of the way home. And that's something almost all Americans can do. If you eat healthy meal after meal after meal and you want to go out for pizza and beer, go ahead and do it and have fun. Sometimes the stress of depriving yourself is actually more detrimental than going ahead and having a relatively unhealthy meal, as long as you're only doing it once in a while.
David, thank you so much for being with us. This information was absolutely incredible.
Thank you, Erica. It's a pleasure to be here.
If you'd like more information about Giving Tree Cafe or their upcoming events, just head over to their website. We introduce you to a community using a volunteer task force with the goal of educating and preventing substance abuse. Let's take a look.
The youth will meet on a weekly basis. We generally meet on Sundays, and that's the day that the kids pick, so I give up my Sunday afternoons and evenings to meet with them. We get together and the kids will talk about topics that are important to them that are related to substance use.
We definitely help bring more awareness to situations that people otherwise wouldn't know about and bring more gravity and light to it that wouldn't have been there otherwise. And also just the advocacy in general, even if teenagers are still making the decisions, it causes them to stop and think. And they might consider the consequences of their actions before they were to go do something that might result in not a great outcome.
Right now we're focusing on driver safety and how substance use impacts driver safety and safety on the roads.
One thing that we did do last year was a mock car crash that was finally able to come all together very nicely, and before prom, in order to remind kids to make safe decisions afterwards, we staged a crash to show them the real impacts that driving under the influence or even using alcohol or other substances could have on your life. The sort of monumental, emotional devastation that occurred as a result of that was meant to kind of create the connection in their brains that, yeah, it might be fun and seem like a good idea to go drink and then drive home because it's not a big deal, it's super close, but actually that could leave somebody else's life and your own life in devastation. We even had a point where the drunk driver was in a courtroom and sent to court and sent to prison, because not only do the effects of drunk driving have an impact on the driver and the victim, but they also have an impact on the driver, and that is something that you can't erase.
I get involved whenever I can. It's always great to help out Monica and the kids. It gets us in touch with the community, gets us in touch with the younger generation, and kind of showing what we deal with on the patrol aspect.
I want people to know that we exist, that we have initiatives, that we're trying to spread the message of prevention, of awareness, that there are educational materials, and if there's any type of education that people need or any type of resources that they need, that we're available. A lot of times it's just letting people know that we do exist, we're here to make changes, and we definitely are here for the community to make sure that everyone can live up to their full potential and live their healthiest life.
I think it's important because it's the drug and alcohol abuse. We see it everywhere. Every community is affected by this challenge, and Barville's no different. We see it every single day, see it a lot more than we should, and getting the resources out to help these people is so important.
You don't do this job for the money, you do it because you want to make a change and you want to make a difference in the world.
The drinks here at Giving Tree Cafe are also good for you. They all use reverse osmosis water and organic ingredients. Just like this electric sapphire, which has blue spirulina, and this golden latte, which has anti-inflammatory turmeric. Let's take a look at what's coming up on your health. Getting the look you desire at La Jolla Cosmetic, and the importance of selecting the right healthcare plan. La Jolla Cosmetic prides itself in making your dreams become real, and their doctors can help you create the look you desire.
When I saw my grandmother coming back from having a facial rejuvenation, right then I knew that I wanted to become a plastic surgeon. I actually graduated summa cum laude out of my medical school. Then I pursued my career in plastic surgery, and I actually was trained in Houston. I met my wife in Houston. We got married, and after a year, little Hector was born. When he was 8 months old, we actually moved back to San Diego for me to establish my practice here. We love to travel. We love to spend time together as a family. One of my passions is actually wine appreciation. I'm a Chevalier du Tastavan. It's one of the most important wine fraternities, and it's all about celebrating the traditions of Burgundy. One of the things that we love to do every evening is actually finish our day in the wine cellar. Hector reading his book and me reading about plastic surgery, or sometimes even reading about wine. Little Hector and I are passionate drivers of Aston Martin. To give you an idea of the strength of the background that I have in breast augmentation, in Houston, I trained in the program where the silicone breast implant was invented. I also have an intense solid background in breast reconstruction. So if we can reconstruct a breast starting from scratch, definitely we can improve the look of a breast. When the patient schedules an appointment at La Jolla Cosmetic, the 35 years of experience that we have as a group immediately starts permeating in that patient experience. All of our staff is very approachable. Everything is centered on the patient experience. The patient has a very clear image of how they want to look, but it's really important for me to be able to form or to absorb that mental image that they have. So in order for me to deliver exactly the result that they're looking for. So important things are to dedicate time to that patient, to listen to all the different goals of that patient, to have no surprises after a surgery. And that's something that patients tend to fear with breast augmentation, that they don't get exactly the result that they wanted. Simulation is important. So we have, I would say in those terms, two big instruments. One is Vectra Simulator, so that's advanced imaging technology that we have in which patients can actually see the result. We take a picture and then we can simulate exactly how things are going to look. And the second one is also using some dummy implants, sizers that I actually shaped in order for them to be able to appreciate that. How is it going to look underneath a bra or while they're wearing a t-shirt? So a successful breast augmentation is defined by a happy patient.
Selecting the right healthcare plan is an important step in your well-being, and the experts at Palomar Health Medical Group tell us why.
The importance of open enrollment cannot be overstated. This is the time of year when you can select a new plan or a new physician. And this can impact your care for the coming year because it depends which network you're in and which specialists you can see. If you already have specialists that you see for certain medical conditions, you want to make sure that you have picked a network that has those specialists in it or another comparable specialist. Navigating specialty referrals can be a complicated thing. It's very important to use your primary care physician as the quarterback for your medical care to assist with all of these types of referrals. When I refer a patient for a specialty need, I will communicate with that specialist, letting them know the reason that I'd like the patient to be seen and expect communication back from them as well. We want to be there to help you to get to see the doctors that you need to see. There are lots of great things happening in medicine right now. We have some newer medications which are really good for diabetes and also for weight loss. There's also personalized medicine, which is really cutting edge, but looking at people's genetic makeup to see what best suits them for treatments. Telemedicine isn't really new, but that is something that we are able to provide in many locations so that you don't always have to go into the doctor to get treatment for simple things. Also, immunotherapy for cancer is a new treatment that allows for targeted treatment for certain types of cancer like melanoma and some lung cancers. Another thing I'm excited about is the advancement of scribe technology for physicians. This allows an ambient scribe to record an office visit and help the doctor create a note. This allows them to look at the computer less, look at the patient more, and also allows them to spend less time on the computer after hours. There are also some new advances within the electronic health record where the computer system can summarize what's happened since the patient was last seen. These are things that I think are going to revolutionize the practice of medicine. It's important to find diseases early so that we can have excellent outcomes and hopefully not have any ongoing problems with your health. At Palomar Health Medical Group, we have 300 physicians who are ready to serve you. We have multiple primary care doctors all over the county, especially North County, even up into Temecula and Murrieta. We have many specialties, almost every specialty available. And the best thing about being part of a group like PHMG is that our physicians talk to each other. We have easy access to each other through the computer through our EHR and through Microsoft Teams. So it's always easy to get a hold of each other and make sure that your specialists are talking to your primary care doctors.
Here at the Giving Tree Cafe, they also host events to teach the community about better eating, gardening, and so much more. Head over to their website for a list of upcoming events. Don't go away, we have more Your Health coming up. How getting your body in balance can improve your overall health. And I show you a simple smoothie recipe to boost your immune system. Having your body in balance is a key to overall health, and as one doctor explains, you can achieve this balance very easily.
I'm Dr. Ahmad Noristani. I'm a medical doctor for practicing medicine over the past 16 years. Part of my journey also has been, how do I mix the Eastern and Western medicine? How do I combine it and get the best of both worlds? Because I still believe that there's a huge component of medicine that could be practiced using Eastern philosophy of combining holistic medicine with the scientifically based medicine and have the best of both worlds. So that led me to, the world of supplements, the world of alternative medicine, and I had a 89-year-old gentleman who came to emergency room. Nonetheless, he got better, and he told me about a product that he has developed over the years, and so he introduced me to Balance 7. And so I did some research and homework, and after a few months, actually, I reached back out to him. I said, let me just see, it's an amazing phenomenon, it's an interesting thing. Let me just see if I could give some of that to my patients and see how they feel. So it turns out that the patient responded extremely well in so many ailments. So after a few months, he asked me, he's 89 years old, and he said if I want to be part of the company, run the company. And I said absolutely, because I see what it has done for my patient, how the product has transformed patient's life in so many ways in a short period of time. I was just blown away. So let's just start from beginning of what happened. You ingest or you drink 1 ounce of this, and it goes in and hits your stomach. And that is extreme acidic environment. So as soon as it hits your acid, obviously it's gonna dilute that acid. So what does your body do? Your body has to bring that pH of acid back to its normal to function properly. So it produces tons of more acid in the stomach. At the same time, there's a huge release of bicarb, which is your alkaline. And that is where that goes to the system and eventually get absorbed in the bloodstream, and it provides an alkaline environment as opposed to acidic. So technically, Balance 7 doesn't do anything. It allows your body to perform an optimal condition the way it was supposed to be. A good example is your immune system. Your immune system works optimally in an alkaline environment. Inflammation is another thing that performs the anti-inflammatory property of the body performs well when it is in an alkaline environment as opposed to an acidic environment. Balance 7 is one of those supplements that just negates some of these problems, and hope, with a proper dieting and exercise combined, you will see I have seen a significant difference in life of so many of my patients.
Most experts agree that eating within 2 hours of waking up is the optimal window for most people. This will help jumpstart your metabolism and stabilize your blood sugar. A great choice here at the Giving Tree Cafe are these organic buckwheat flour pancakes. Stick around, there's more coming up on Your Health. Simple ingredients to add to your smoothie to boost your health. With Your Health here, from my kitchen to yours, I am bringing you a delicious, quick, and easy immune boosting smoothie that you can make right from your own kitchen. This is called an orange turmeric vitamin C smoothie, aka liquid sunshine. So let's get right into the ingredients that you're gonna need to make this smoothie. So first off, you're gonna need 1 cup almond milk. You're also gonna need a banana, an orange, 1 cup of frozen mango chunks, and half a tablespoon of turmeric powder. Now, you can also use fresh turmeric if you'd like. So what you would do is you would take half an inch of peeled, fresh turmeric. Either one is great, powder, fresh, it's really your preference. So then what you're gonna do is, depending on your blender, you're gonna blend it up for about 30 seconds or so. So let's get right into our ingredients. Your base, again, is your almond milk. So you start with that first. Then your banana. Now, bananas, of course, provide a natural energy boost along with iron, potassium, great for your body, followed up by your orange. Of course, oranges, right, packed with antioxidants thanks to the vitamin C in them, fiber, folate, lots of great stuff for your body. Followed up by your turmeric powder. Now, turmeric powder is a great antioxidant rich spice, and it's a great anti-inflammatory as well. So add that in there. Now, when you're mixing ingredients, I like to start with the liquid soft ingredients first, and then follow it up with my frozen and then my hard ingredients last. So therefore, we're gonna go ahead and lastly put in our mango chunks. So you have frozen mango chunks right in there, perfect. Super easy, super quick, right? And now just go ahead and blend that up again, depending on your blender, for about 30 seconds or so. All right, this looks nice and smooth. This looks great, you guys. So I cannot wait for you to try this smoothie at home. Again, orange, turmeric, immune boosting smoothie, liquid sunshine, great for your immune system. Wherever you're at right now, stay healthy, friends, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. We want to thank Chef David and everyone here at the Giving Tree Cafe for hosting us today. If you'd like to learn more about a vegan lifestyle, just head over to their website. Thanks so much for joining us. Wishing you a happy and healthy day. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.